How do you go about avoiding taxes? Legally, of course, because you don't want to go to jail. How can you actually legally avoid paying taxes? And I want you guys to think about this for a second, right? Think about the last time you got paid or the last time you paid taxes. How much money did you spend on taxes? Comment down below and let me know how much money you spent on taxes whenever you get paid. So now that I have you thinking, I'm going to be telling you about all the legal ways that you can avoid paying taxes. So if you think that you're paying too much money in taxes, then stick around to the very end of this video so you can hear about all the legal ways there are to pay less in taxes. Now, if you're new to the channel or you're watching one of my videos for the very first time, my name is Ian and I post videos here on YouTube every single day on topics relating to making money and personal finance. So if you'd like to see more of these videos, give this video a thumbs up, I'll really appreciate it. And also consider subscribing to this channel and turning on all the notifications. And that way you'll be able to get the updates every day when I post a new video here. Also, comment down below and let me know what you do currently to lower your taxes. Do you invest in a 401k or do you get paid in cash and then send your money to the Cayman Islands? Comment down below and let me know. Now, the first one is actually having your business overseas. And before you click away, no, this is not illegal. You can establish a business in a country like the Cayman Islands where you have a tax haven and you can operate your main business from there, or you can use a shell company, and this isn't illegal unless your business is illegal. And most of the times when you hear about people doing this and going to jail, it's usually because they were doing illegal businesses and not just because they had a business in any of these countries. Panama is another one as well, and there is a long list of countries that you can do this in. So if you didn't know, a tax haven is when you become a resident of a low tax country to be able to pay lower taxes or a lower tax rate. So if you keep your assets in a trust in an offshore tax haven, then you could 100% legally avoid paying a lot of taxes, including capital gains. The shell company or corporation is a company that isn't real or just only exists on paper without any physical locations or offices or employees, but the shell allows you to have a bank account and also have investments registered to it or the owner of it. So the next time you think about saving on taxes, especially if you have a business, definitely look into your options overseas, because even though you'll still have to pay some amount of taxes, it's going to be considerably less than if you were to do all the business at home. So that's tip number one. Now, before you attempt this, don't just read some articles or take my word and go do anything. Consult with your CPA and also an attorney, because there are rules and this is how you get into trouble. So ensure you do this the right way and you can save a lot of money without going to jail. Now, the second way to lower your taxes or to avoid some is to have investments. Dividends and capital gains are your friends here. Now, if you invest and you have qualified dividends, you can be taxed as low as 0% on these dividends. Now, qualified dividends are just dividends from stocks that you owned for about 60 days or longer, and also the stocks and dividends should be paid by a US corporation. So if you invest enough money to earn from dividends, you could end up not having to pay a lot of taxes. So for example, if you have qualified dividends of $0 to $39,000, then you have 0% tax liability for that dividend income. If you earned anywhere from $40,000 to $400,000, you'll pay 15% in taxes on these dividends. So if you earned $150,000 from a job in a year, then you would have to pay state taxes, federal taxes, Medicaid, Social Security, and a bunch of other taxes. Now, depending on where you live, this can be around 21 to 26% of your paycheck, which is the average, but in some states you may pay a lot more. So think about this for a while. 21% being the average, 21% of $150,000 is $31,500. Now remember, if you're making more money over, let's say, $400,000, then the tax rate is going to be more. So instead of 21%, you may be paying more like 31% of your paycheck in taxes. But we'll use this simple example. So if you're making $150,000 a year, $31,500 is going to taxes. And I think I'm missing something because this number seems really low. However, if you compare that with the amount or the same amount earned in dividends, you would only be taxed at about 15%. So $150,000 in earned dividends taxed by 15% leaves you with $22,500. So by investing and earning money from investments, you can save, in this example, about $9,000 in taxes per year, when compared to working for the same amount of money. This is why investors such as Warren Buffett like investments, because of the tax benefits. The only problem with this though is that you need a lot of money invested to replace your income, but it is doable. So for example, if you wanted to earn $50,000 in dividends per year and you were getting paid around 3%, which is realistic if you use ETFs to invest, then you would need about $1.69 million invested to yield that amount every year. Now, if you like risk, you can actually invest in other dividend-paying stocks, which can yield you more than, let's say, 10%, but ETFs are safer, especially when you're investing that much money and you aren't already wealthy enough to lose it all and then easily replace it. So if you're thinking about your future self, then start investing, as your investments will help to reduce your taxes, or in some cases help you to avoid taxes. If you don't know anything about investing, then I have videos here on stocks, ETFs, and also many other types of investments, so be sure to check those out as well. Now, another way to legally avoid paying a lot of taxes is one you may already know about, and this is 401k, or investing in your 401k. So this reduces your taxable income, so you should contribute to your 401k, and if you have a lot of money and you don't know what to do with it, then contribute up to the max, which I think is around $19,000 per year. And you also want to at least make the matching 401k contribution, because your employer, or most employers, match about 4% of your pay in a 401k, which is just free money for you. So you put $1,000 in and they match it. So now you have $2,000 invested. Also, if you don't already have one, you should start a business, or at least have some side gig that you do to make extra money, and then either turn that into a business or be an independent contractor. Now, this way you get to make deductions that you couldn't make if you were just an ordinary employee. Now, some of these deductions can be for a home office, for example. You can actually deduct a percentage of your rent or mortgage payments, utilities, and office equipment and furniture from your taxes. You can also deduct mileage expenses and also the cost of your phone if you use it for your side gig or business. It just opens up a world of deductions that you wouldn't be able to have if you weren't a business owner, or at least an independent contractor. I think the home office deduction is one that everybody should have, especially if you're watching this channel. Whatever business you find yourself doing or side gig, you should definitely create a home office and have some of your monthly housing costs deducted for that expense. So these are all ways that you can use and legally reduce or avoid or pay less in taxes. If you know of any other ways that we can use to go about avoiding taxes, and these must be legal ways, then comment them down below so I can take a look at those as well, because I want to pay as little in taxes as I possibly can. So help me out. I hope you guys found this video very helpful, and if you'd like to see more videos just like this one, then give this video a thumbs up, as that's the way these videos get recommended to more people here on YouTube. Helps the channel out a lot and can potentially help someone else as well, and I'll really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to check out some of my other videos here on credit cards, banking apps, savings accounts, investments, ways to make money, and much more. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and be sure to turn on all notifications for this channel, as that's the only way you'll be able to get the updates of when I post new videos here. And I post a new video here every single day on YouTube. And remember, I'm leaving a couple links down below to free stuff, free cashback offers. So be sure to check all the links down below in the description for all kinds of free stuff. Once again, I hope this video was very helpful. Remember to consult with your CPA and attorney before you attempt anything in this video, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow.